here. Let's go, baby. You got a mic. Alright, here we go. We need to go get some more cobble. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I guess this is my new quarry. Of course. Why not? Why not have water right underneath? Like, that's so dumb. Maybe we could use some coal, I guess. I don't know. Of course. Why not? Why not? Okay, this path makes no sense, but whatever. Alright, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get iron. I have an axe. Yeah, it's right over here. No, we want to go up, and away, baby. Holy crap, so much. You know what, let's take some copper for now. Let's get some copper tools. Oh, crap. I'm gonna die. There's just no way. These skeletons are hard-coded to kill anything, bro. I don't even know how that's possible. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. these cows shaking and baking a little bit. There we go. We need some more food. Hey, I can't believe I got bees on that one tree. It's crazy. What are the odds? I also have carrots, but we don't need that right now. We just need the wheat. Potatoes would be nice. Coal. We also need coal. That's kind of the problem. I mean, we could. Yeah, I mean, we could cut trees, just make charcoal. We'll keep those trees. I like that for decoration. Bro, I need flint steel. I don't wanna deal with these big trees. They really that's the most annoying part about growing oak. Like I should just go get spruce and farm that. It's so much easier. Actually, yeah, but then I'll get apples. Nah, but I don't really need apples. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me fix something real quick. I'm gonna edit the thumbnail for the stream. I'm gonna do this behind the scenes live. Well, you're not gonna see it, so. Yeah, that's my new. Oh yeah. Oh, we do have coal. Oh wait, forgot the furnace. We need some copper in this bad boy. Okay. So we have that. That's fine. Bone meal. We need more wood. That's what we were getting. And then maybe we can go explore and go get some spruce. Actually, I want to see who's leading. What? Bro. How do you have $2,500? I mean, I have saplings. I'll just get rid of these, save them. And then we'll just make a flint steel. We need to get flint. We have gravel. We just the one that's over here. Oh wow, what are I didn't even notice. Wow, what are the bro? I'm having great RNG right now. Holy crap! All right, let's get helmet. There we go. Put that on. Wait, why do I have my own head on? Okay, well, boom, there we go. A little bit of decoration. Oh crap. It's probably dumb to do this, but you know what, we're going to. We need more cobble. I'm just gonna end up mining the entire side of this hill for no reason. Like, damn, you know, I actually kind of like copper. It's basically just iron, but with like stone durability. There's a better way I can get this. Whatever, I'll fix this once I have like enchantments and stuff. I don't like terraforming before then because it's just a waste of time. Okay, we need another furnace. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. 24, so we have some charcoal going. Get another furnace, do this, take this, boom, bam, bop, beat a bop, boom, bow. Get me another one. Wait, I just realized this is not how that works. I just need boots. I think that should be good. One more. Whatever. I'll make another one. So I can make the flint. Bro, these cows. Come here. Where's the other dude? There we go. I want to make another... Make a chicken coop. There's some more sticks. There we go. I need a carpet as well, but it's fine. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's chicken coop. We don't really need to. I'll do it like gate here. This is the beauty of the mods that we have. Let's do this. Give me my chickens, boy. Dude, bro sold all of his emeralds, like... Here we go, we got the chickens, we can get some more wheat. Get the eggs. We could cover the hole just like this for now. Oh wait, I was like, where's my... Boom. Bam, there we go. Look at how many chickens we got, bro. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and then let's burn this down. We're gonna burn. We're gonna watch it burn. Okay, boots. Let's get an axe. Damn, now I actually want some more. Put these on. Like steel, we can burn that. We're firefighters today, boys. I think that should be good, right? Yeah. As long as we get all the wood. And then we need spruce. Alright, where can I, is there spruce closer by? I mean, there's oak, but I don't want oak, or dark oak, I want spruce. Ironically, it is up north, which I really don't want to go all the way there. Isn't there, there's the jungle. You know what, let's just get in a boat. We're gonna get in a boat and go south, and then go get some spruce wood. It looks nicer anyways. Hey, what's up, B? How you doing, brother? Okay. Just wasted the wheat for nothing. Now I need glass. Okay, store everything except that, just in case. Oh, we still need shears. I still want to spawn here when I die, because right now my spawning is my old place, and I really don't want that to be the case. So we are gonna YOLO schmolo. I don't know. Is there no iron just sticking out? Nah, they don't do that no more. Back in the good old days, they just had iron everywhere sticking out. Crap. Run. No, there's nothing down here. Oh my god. Crap. impossible situation just occurred. Okay, I have string. I have enough for shears. I'll take that. Oh, yes. There we go. Really? Just one? There's no way. Alright, take some cobble. I actually have no idea if you guys can see this. Oh, what? Oh my god, there's so much iron here. When I first started on the server, like, iron was almost impossible to find, and now it's just everywhere. It's one of those things, like, when you don't look for it, it's, like, nowhere, or it's everywhere, and then when you look for it, it's nowhere. Oh my god, skeleton, bro. Get out of here. Almost dying. Never mind, I am dying. And there's a chicken jockey. What is this? What is this, bro? Why are there so many mobs? Why is there so many mobs? And there's so much iron. Bro, these skeletons are ridiculous. Oh, crap. Don't die. Oh, I'm waiting for it. God damn it. For real. Yeah, this is my actual place I live. You know what? Bro, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna grab the stuff that I lost. What did I lose? Cobble, iron, sticks. Shovel, copper sword. You know what, we're just doing iron sword. I'm never gonna use this anyways. I might as well. Axe. There we go. That's the only thing that really matters. I lost my armor, but I can just get some more copper. Oh, I lost my potatoes. Oh, that's a big deal. Like, it is actually a big deal. Alright, I'm stealing these potatoes. You know what? There should be some sheep. Why are there no sheep over here? I know, I could have just grabbed some wool, like... But yeah, I'm doing a restart, because I've been doing so much for the server recently that I just kind of just like, nah, like... Okay, how much? One? Really? Dude, you should be able to put fortune on this. Like, this is ridiculous. Two? Really? One for, like, 2 for 2? Where was that old spot that I did? It's over here. Wait, there's just a ravine over here? No. Let's go back to the joint. Actually, let's go visit the homie. Let's see what he's up to. This dude's stacked. He has almost every single trim. Added like 13 extra trims. No, 17 actually. Homie has almost everything. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't. Wow, bro. Bro won't let me eat. What is he doing? Bro won't let me eat, dude. That's crazy. Why is he just sitting in this corner? How do you even get into the house? Bro has a way to get in. Why am I stalking you? Bro, how do you even get into the house? You have pathways, but like legit you won't let anyone in the house. That's crazy. Oh, you need wings? Damn, look at this OP like is this your witch farm? How many witch spawners do you have? I'm streaming by the way, that's why I'm talking. 2 witch, 3 skelly. Oh, look at that. I can finally walk in. There's a bunch of chests here. Bro, storage room is insane, dude. Oh, wait, have you been brewing? Oh wait. Oh, bro. By the way, I don't know why, but oh wait, is it? Bro, why can't I eat on your claim? But I can hit you. How is that makes no sense. I can PvP you, but I can't eat you. Or I can't eat you. That sounds mad. That sounds crazy. I can PvP you, but I can't like eat a carrot. Wait, did you make a prison a guardian farm? Ah, okay, okay. I can't even sprint, dude. You have a chest for chests? Dude, no wonder this took you like 30 hours. I gotta go outside and actually eat. Suicide. Wait, I can't even eat near your claim? Bro, that's crazy. I could just place a schematic. Like, I forget how overpowered I am, man. I can just load in schematics. Just press enter. Oh. Please, bro. Okay, chill, dude. God damn it. Oh, my wicks disappeared. Oh, wait, I don't have any because Curse of Vanishing. God damn it. Gave me a rabbit's foot, but took two of my iron. What is this? Why did you give me a rabbit's foot? Blame the cat? Yeah, sure, sure. Hey, put the cat down for a second. Put it down. I got one too. Bro, I need to come up with a way to get rid of that. That's crazy that you can just like three heart one punch me. One punch man. There's like we gotta do like an there has to be like an incentive for someone to do that. Like either like I don't want it to necessarily be random. Like getting rid of wicks. Or like maybe we do like a storage item where you could like store your wicks so you can use them for later, but there's like a tax. Or we can do like a conversion where we make it permanent. So every 100 wicks is one permanent, like a permanent wick. So you get like permanent plus 1% or something. And then what we do is like throughout the server, we make mobs where they can, like the vampire thing. Because you, like, how many wicks do you have now? Like, you probably have like 500 or something? 472. That's crazy, dude. I don't know. Like, what do you think would be fair? What could I add to like make it fair? Because you look, you worked for the Wix, right? I mean, I guess the only real thing I could do is add trials. Like that's the only way to balance it. Like there has to be like a ceiling or something. A cap. Well, what's like the minimum you think you could do the trial, the like the old warden trial? Like what's the minimum amount of wicks you think you would need? Like 150 maybe? Nah, probably not. Like, because I think mathematically it drops like if you did it solo and you did every single spawner, I think it mathematically drops you like two no, it drops you 160 wicks or something. No, maybe a bit more, like 200. And I think mathematically you get about 120 doing it solo. Yeah, but do you do all of the spawners? Like, do you do like the strays with the breezes? Because I like that level is so hard, dude. Like, if you don't have wicks, the first, yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's got to be like a way that we can like edit. I think because so my idea for the vampire was essentially this. So like you know how on the old warden trial you kind of have like different sort of like levels. Like you have the Ami levels and then the normal levels, but like it's not like super clear which level you need to like what area you go to first. So like let's say someone is they climb up the towers or whatever and then they walk out that door into like that the outside area with all the strays, like they're gonna die. So they like reset. But that's like you learn that pretty quickly. Yeah, exactly. Like if you don't know because I know the order in my head, like I know the scale of like what levels are harder to do versus what other levels, because I know all the stats and everything. But for a player who doesn't, like they're gonna die because of that, which I'm okay with. Like I feel like part of the trial is that you die during the trial. Like it shouldn't be easy per se, because you do get wicks, like, and if you complete it, you get to keep the stats. But for the vampire, I was thinking I was thinking something along the lines of, okay, if you get hit by the vampire, then you get like a debuff temporarily. So like every hit adds like a debuff for like a minute that reduces the wick percent by like, I don't know, like 20%. So if you have like 100 wicks, or let's say you have 500, right, and you get hit, you would lose like 100, and then the next hit you would like lose like 80 or whatever. So like it just kind of keeps getting chunked down. And then if you kill it, then your wicks get converted into permanent stats. No hit boss run incoming. What do you mean? Like you don't get hit by it? No, no, no. It's not about damage. It's that, so it, like, it's a mob that when it hits you, the effect like it doesn't do, it's gonna do a lot of damage, trust, but the the entire thing of it is like when it hits you, you lose for like a temporary amount of time, you lose part of your wick stats. Ah, so that's like the main thing. And then like we could have other mobs that like, or like sort of like lesser mobs in that area that like kind of, yeah, yeah, sleep because I'm gonna die because I have no armor or anything. Bro, this cat is just purring. Okay, yeah, sorry, sorry. Okay, so, but so this is what happens if any of the mobs in the basement kill you, right? Then they they wipe your stats, but then they keep a percentage of the stats that they wipe. So like the basement is a trial that keeps growing. So it gets harder and harder the more people die in the basement, right? And then if you do kill the vampire, like sort of like the main boss, the vampire like almost comes back stronger. But if you kill it, then you get like a conversion item where you convert your wicks into permanent stats. So like if you get the item, then like let's say you have like 500 wicks, um, then like 1%, so uh you get like 5 wicks permanent stats. You get plus 5% on your base permanent, right? But then we make it that the vampire, if it kills you, it cleans or takes your permanent stats as well. So like, but that's the only mob that can do it. So like let's say you go fight a other boss and you die, you still keep the permanent stats. Like it transfers over into your next life, right? Like so you have permanent stats and then the wicks. Your wicks get wiped, but if like a normal boss kills you, you still keep like a small permanent stat amount, right? And but the vampire is the only boss that has the ability to take your permanent stats. So it's like it's a risk reward type thing where you can build your permanent stats, right, which actually makes the wicks that you gain from other trials stronger because it's a plus percent on your base stats, right? So like if your base is, if you have if your base is 11 hearts, then a wick is stronger versus if you only have 10 hearts, right? Because of the increased percent. So, but we basically set up the sort of like the vampire tier of bosses where if you kill them, it converts wicks into permanent stats. But if you die, your permanent stats get lost. So it's like a trade-off essentially. Yeah, yeah. It's, yeah. I probably just repeated myself. High risk, high reward. Yeah, essentially. I don't know. Like I feel like that would be a good thing to do. Like have sort of like a reason for people to spend their wicks. And then I also think we could do like a sort of like a storage of the wicks, right? Because you can store wicks, but then once you consume the wicks to use them, there should be another way to reconvert them back into like an item. So you can like save wicks. So like if you go do a boss, right, and you think you have more wicks, or I don't know, maybe that doesn't make sense. Like maybe you want to test out your wick level or something. Like almost kind of like we have for the creaking totem, like where you can kind of store stuff in it. So so what we could do is we could do a scaling reward system. Because using wicks on my percent already feels useless. Yeah, but so the plan is to make each trial harder and harder, right? So like the I mean you went overboard because I was like hoping to essentially build the next trial with like you having like 200 wicks, but now you have like almost 500, but that's fine. Because also the thing is like you're the only one who is kind of like using or doing the trial, so the reset is like you're the only one who like instantly gets the reset, right? Because if you have like 10 people and the reset occurs and there's only like 3 people doing the trial, then the other people have to wait for the trial to reset unless they use the banner. So, but for the vampire, we could do scaling rewards. So like every single time the vampire dies or consumes like stats, like it takes stats, or it dies and it increases stats because the vampire is just going to keep scaling. We set it that every single time that occurrence happens, the conversion of wicks increases. So like, but and then we have like sort of like a vampire, like a bunch of vampire level bosses that are like around the world. So like, because then what that means is you have to keep track of how many times a vampire boss has increased their stats, because like you can like if you go for the lowest one, it's easier, so you can convert your wicks to permanent stats, but it's a lower conversion rate. And then the more people that convert their wicks to permanent stats, the harder and harder it becomes. Because that because I could like make it like a random conversion, so even I would never know the actual conversion of like the permanent stats. Like I wouldn't even know what the background math is. So like it's completely random. Like it could just double on the next one, or on the next one it could be like plus 20% or something. Meaning that like it's harder and harder for people to know how many wicks they need to go into the battle or into the fight with. Like something like that, I don't know. And then we could also make trials like harder and harder. So like meaning that the time it takes to actually go to the next trial becomes harder and harder. Yeah. No, I think that's good to have, like just as a like a sort of like a thing to do, like a thing that people think about doing on the server. But I still, I don't know, maybe a cap is good. I don't know. What about this? Oh, this is a good idea. What if we set a cap, right? But then we introduce an item that increases the cap. So so part of it is you grind for the wicks. You see, yeah, there we go. That's a good idea. So You grind for the wicks, and then so there's like a bunch of these different ways that you can convert wicks into permanent stats. You can store wicks, all this stuff, right? But then on top of that, we have a cap, right? So that also helps. That gives utility to the storage of the wicks, right? Because if you want to keep if you want to keep your wicks, right? Like especially during a trial, you consume them. So you enter into a trial, or throughout the trial, you store the wicks, whatever. It doesn't really matter. However, people want to use it. But in order to increase the cap for the next trial or whatever, you have to basically grind. Um, yeah, you basically have to grind the trial in order for an item to drop that allows you to increase the amount of wicks you can hold or whatever. So like, right, and that also what it does is it also adds to the economy, right? Because then, like, for example, at the server store, I'm selling the wicks for like $5,000. Like probably want to change those prices, but that also then sort of puts a buying pressure on people buying wicks, right? Because then it's like, okay, you can't use all the wicks you have, so you can sell them to people who need them, right? But then simultaneously, you do want to store them in case you do get drops, right? And then we could always make like specific bosses that like, I don't know, make you jump up a cap or something. I don't know. And then we could also do like tiered caps. So like you could do like a permanent cap or like a temporary cap. So if you die, the cap also resets. And then but then we also have like permanent caps. So like if you die, then your wicks reset, but you still have the permanence of that cap. Something like that. Yeah, the problem is like like you just constantly have to like kind of like figure out how to balance everything. Because like I think the trial that we like the main trial that we have now, like that big one, I think that's just like a good intro. I think from here we can get like, for example, for the spire that you gave me, like that schematic, that trial could just be like way harder, like way harder. So meaning that like, yeah, sure, you can grind out the 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 old warden trial, right? But if you want to move on to the spire trial, then it becomes tougher. Like, or like the, yeah, like we could make smaller trials more difficult and then larger trials easier in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like smaller trials are more damage intense or like sort of like mob intense. Like we can like sort of pull different levers. Like we can make them super tanky or like or like glass cannons so they do like a lot of damage or like stuff like that. We can kind of like we can sort of like I like the way yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good kind of like stepping. So I also what I think also helps though is I now kind of know the amount of damage that I need to give to the mobs. So like for example, for base stats, right? So like when you first start out the trial, like you want to keep the damage in between like half to like 2.5 hearts. Like you don't really want to go outside that, right? Because then it gets a little tricky. Like there it's more about like the amount of mobs and then also how much health they have. Cough cough strays. Dude, you know what? I kind of like the strays. Like that I know or the old yeah, no, it yeah. But I kind of like the stray. Like that was just more of a, I just like the fact that like you're slow and then the breezes just knock you about. Like it's so funny. Like it's annoying to do, but as someone who created the trial, it's fun to watch. Yeah, yeah, no, it like you can get through it. Like if you have totems and like golden apples, like it and like you actually did the trial, it's not too bad. Like I think because there's like you have four sort of floors of that level, and three of those are a lot smaller. Like it's just like two stray, two sets of stray, and then one breeze spawner. And then but then you have like that long floor that's like really difficult. But that's also where the I put the like sort of the loot chest. Like I also put loot chests there, sort of like as an incentive. Like okay, if you want to go there, you can get like a bunch of loot from those chests. Yeah, yeah. No, but I think that's also like part of the trial is like being strategic about what spawners you set off, right? Because if you think about like the normal, the sort of like vanilla trials, one of the problems is you can just walk in, you can set off all the trial, like you can set off all the spawners and it doesn't really matter. Like if you have full gear, you can set all of them off. I feel like part of the trial should also be like being strategic in the amount of spawners that you trigger, like because then it makes it slows it down a little bit. So right, and it's like it's just strategy, like kind of like what you were saying with like the smite and the bane of arthropods, like that's where it like okay now you have to like start worrying about the enchantments that you're using and stuff like that, right, and like which spawners you're triggering and all this crap. Yeah, and like I feel like the spider level also gives like purpose for the Bane of Arthropods enchant, so like you can have like an extra sword in your inventory that like it's like almost required to have. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like hmm, okay, what else? Maybe this is another thing I was thinking of like maybe also adding some brews that could like kind of help with the trial. Like maybe we could make like a brew that gives you like temporary wicks. Like you get like 30 seconds of like plus 20 wicks, like yeah, or something like that. Like instead of like the like it being strength, like you kind of like make brews that are geared around the underwater trial. Dude, I was thinking the same thing. Like yeah, so like we make that see that's yeah, that's good. And like you can so you have like brews that are almost like catered because I don't know how specific I can get with the brews, but I think I could do the same thing. Like I could make brews because like for example, right, with the armor for the boss, right? The you actually take like if you just go up there with like a normal health and like even fully enchanted netherite, like the bosses will one shot you pretty much, like close to it. Yeah. But so the armor you get in the trial reduces the damage you take. So, but then what we could also do is we could add brews and like the armor only reduces damage for the boss, like specifically for the boss. It's like that's how it's programmed. So I can make brews where they specifically reduce damage of a specific mob or like I don't know, maybe connected into the trial. So like that specific mob. no matter what is like reduced. So like you would have to like drink for like one trial, you'd have to drink like three different types of brews, like because there's three different types of mobs if you want to reduce damage. I don't know, something like that. Or and like yeah, like you have like a guardian brew. That would be a cool idea. And then we could do like an anti fatigue or like an anti mining brew, like an anti mining brew. So it cancels out the mining fatigue. And then yeah, so we could do something like that while they're breathing and like you can like swim a lot quicker. Or like because I think what I could also do, I could do like a sword or like a trident that does more damage like underwater or something. So like kind of like what I did with the Iron Wick sword where it does 2.5 damage to the boss. Like I could have like a trident drop where underwater it does like 100% damage, like plus 100% or something like that, and like you can enchant it. Yeah, like there's like small little like bro, I got so many tridents from the drops from the vaults. I got so many. But you know, like but that's kind of the thing I also like about the trials is like the trials they they kind of like you have so much yeah, and like realistically, like even in vanilla, right? Because I still want to keep the thing like sort of vanilla based. Like even in vanilla, you can only wear one set of armor. So it's more of like the cosmetics. So it kind of like supplies the cosmetic thing. Sorry about the dogs in the background. Yeah, but it like it kind of shortcuts some stuff, so like you can still grind for some certain stuff. Bro, the cat took your bed, dude. That's crazy. Make one for each armor type and tool. No, because also the thing that like I did where the god damn dude. Dude, the curse of vanishing is such a troll, dude. Oh, the silver links, I completely forgot about those. Do you have any silver link boots? No. Dude, I've only seen the silver link pants. There should be like the mace. Oh my god. I don't know. Is that too much? I don't know if that's like too much. Like I don't know. Does it really matter? Is the amount of netherite injected into the game like that big of a deal? Yeah, yeah, no, I do. I reduced it a big time. Like, I basically made more of like the iron, gold, copper, and emeralds like a lot more common. So like, you still get like material out of the trial, but like the trims and the like weapons and the enchantments and all that crap, like that's a lot less. But yeah, cause I mean I have like the dwarf brew. It's well, the problem is, bro, the loot table is a lot. Like I put a lot into the loot table, so it's kind of hard to get the trims because there's so much other crap that you can get. That's not bad, is it? Yeah, but I mean, but that's kind of the point. Like the emeralds, I don't really care about because the only real way to get emeralds is trading, raid farms, or the trials, right? And if you think about it, the trials like the trials are supposed to be fun, challenging, and rewarding. They're not supposed to be like, oh, I gotta like I want some items to be hard to get, but I don't want everything to be hard to get. Like I almost yeah, I'm just like because that like you also have like the wither crown and it's like there's items in there that kind of like because I was thinking like if I did like you kind of made a joke about it uh like I was thinking of doing like a trial where it's just like silverfish just like hundreds of silverfish right and they're all like different sizes and they all do like different types of damage yeah bro but um like I could just make silverfish super tanky and your armor would just start getting destroyed. Dude, honestly, the scrap golems are I think that's like my favorite thing that I've done is just like mini iron golems. It's so funny. Like I think I could make him even smaller. That would be so troll, dude. Just imagine just like mini but that's also why like I added the like the durability thing. Yeah, dude, but dude, but that's like kind of the point of the trial is to make like certain things like almost useful, you know? Like if you think about like when is Bane of Arthropods ever in vanilla going to be used? Like it's never used. So like if there's a trial that is like specifically just spiders, like like I like the like I and in a weird way, I feel like the size of the spiders are like completely opposite. Like you notice how I made the regular spiders smaller and then like the cave spiders larger? Like I feel like that's how it really should be. Where like you just have like giant like cave spiders like just like yeah, and like but that's the thing, they like basically become like silverfish almost, but it's just like their traits are different because I can't change the mob AI. So I um like I was trying to make mini wardens and the problem is like the way that warden AI works is that like when they pop out of spawners they instantly want to dig down, and they're not attached to any sensors, so you can't do it. I mean, like, I didn't spend like an entire day on it. I spent like 3 or 4 hours like trying to fiddle around with it a little bit. Yeah, yeah, or like the Harry Potter movies. Like that, like that's like when I made that spider like sort of trial area. That's like what I kind of had in my head was like you had the big spiders and then you had like the mini spiders. But I want to do, dude, I want to do trials where like you're literally just like getting overrun. Like there's just like hundreds of mobs coming at you. Like cause like I know like I tried out the pillager that was laggy as hell because of the arrows and stuff. But like I want to do like mini, like kind of like with the Spire trial. I want to have like 1 or 2 levels where it's like literally you're just like like you're just getting gang banged by mobs. And like you and like the only way to survive that level is to like really do like what, oh, that sounds, what do you mean by that? Oh, I mean, I could do something like that, yeah. I definitely think it's like, because because here's the thing, like building the trials, like the more I build in one trial, the easier it becomes the next trial. So like the way that the like the zombies, the husks, and the withers, the way that they spawn, like not only like the vindicators like in the front are like they're like set, right? Like the only difference is that they have like a random spawn count between like 6 and 8. So like one spawner will spawn 6 in total, like for the until it's completed, and another one will spawn like 7 or 8. But like for like the zombies and the husks, like what I did with like sort of like the pickaxes and kind of like piggybacked off the Vindicator was like each pickaxe, like they have a different speed, they do a different damage, right? They have a different amount of health, like that type of stuff. So like it becomes harder and harder. But I set that at a randomized like range. So like I think it's like there's like a 10% chance that like a zombie or like a husk will have like an iron pickaxe or something, which is like it's super fast. Like the ones that kind of just like walk at you and you can't like really run away from them. Yeah, yeah. So like I could do something like that where it's just like just wave after wave after wave, and like I could probably organize the waves. Sprinters. Dude, that would be cool. I wonder if I could like do like instead of doing like a whole bunch of different spawners, I wonder if I could just do like one spawner. So like I could make like really really small trials and just like put them all across the server and just like I don't even tell you where they are. That would be so like that would be, oh bro, I don't have any armor. Like how would you feel if I made like a one spawn trials where I don't tell you where they are. I just like randomly put them somewhere, and like I just put like a bunch of loot chests near them. But the only thing is that like the spawners are like they're just waves and waves of like one mob. Yeah, yeah, like almost like the vanilla, but like just like a little bit different. Because like I feel like there should also be like a little bit of that. Like we should have areas where it's like, okay, this is a structure that like this is a structure, like it has specific items, and then we could also have sort of like smaller and smaller trials that it's like it's not really about like you get a specific item or anything, or like maybe it could be like an item or like a part of an item or something. I don't know. You could do something like that. Cause, cause the way I organize the trials is like I made them classes. So I call like each trial is a class. So that's like the old warden class, and then you have like the what I've nicknamed it the WSS class, which is like the spawners by spawn. Oh, bro, it's yeah, it's kind of fun making them. I could see a world with the little ones. Oh, dude, and I make a vault where I could do like a vault with just like one item instead of doing like a random. Yeah, yeah, like just like a one item vault, like where it doesn't, there's no loot table or anything. It's just like a one, it's like a very specific item. Because the thing is, I do most of it through data packs, so there's like certain limitations I have. Because part of me was thinking like, oh, what if I did like craftable items and stuff like that? Yeah, no, like almost like the trims, but like a specific item. And I could give it like a little buff or something. Bro, that's a like but that's the thing, dude. There's so many trial ideas that I have that I want to do. Like I have so many, right? That's like why I was saying like we should make some of the trials like smaller. But I also like the big trials. Like cuz I also for the big trials, I would also would I want to like the build that you have that you gave for the trial, like it would have to be like a really nice build. Like a big trial deserves a good build, right? And then like we have smaller ones that like I don't know, the builds aren't like the witch hut that you gave me, like it almost has too much detail for like a small trial, if that makes sense. Like there's almost too much interior detail. But like the bigger trials, I feel like they deserve like a little bit more detail on the in and outside. I don't think you do like one per biome. I don't want, I mean you could do like a specific biome trial, but like I wouldn't want to like put those trials and like those biomes all over the place. Like I think like having like like boss specific trials is like better. Like you like boss specific trials, and then like you have a mix of like themed trials. So like you could have like the apocalypse trial or like a swarm trial or like stuff like that. Or like a silver like a only silverfish trial or like an only spider trial like a specific mob type or something. And but then you have like larger trials that are kind of like mixed in. So you like there's like all these sort of like different levels or tiers of trials. Yeah, no, but like also like for the smaller trials, like um you could just kind of like place them like sort of like how you have like vanilla spawners. You could just kind of I could just go around in spectator mode underground and just kind of place them. And like and then you have like specific structure smaller trials like dude, that would yeah, no. I would kind of like put them a little further out. I put like maybe I could do like rings. Like you know how the end trial or not the end portals, there's like a ring like in the 3000 blocks within 3000 blocks of 00 there's like a bunch of end portals, and like the further out you go, sort of like the less there is. They're like more spaced out. I could do something like that where it's like the further out you go, the more sort of like trials there are. So that's actually good because then that would also incentivize people to stay closer to certain like oh that dude, boom, there you go. I could use like smaller spawner trials. I could like use them to like almost like keep people in certain areas. Like you know how in like in like RuneScape or something, you can kind of just like walk anywhere, but like you do have sort of like areas where there's like sort of mobs in certain areas. So like you kind of like stay like in certain areas. Like, I don't know, like runes. Maybe that's a bad example because like it's sort of like you can kind of just teleport and you go into specific areas. But because Minecraft is kind of open ended, I can use like density of spawner trials to like kind of force people to like build in certain places. Well, I mean, you could just fly over them, you know what I mean? But like if you want to go mining or something, because I think like another good thing that I could do is I could maybe make like raw iron, like raw gold. I could make that um like you could sell that to the server. Maybe that'd also be a good idea because then people are almost like forced to go mining, but they can only if they want to go mining for that, then they have to go out and like deal with the spawner trials. Yeah, yeah, but the raw, like you know like the raw iron. So it's not like the ingot or the nuggets. It's just like the raw material. Yeah, and then cuz also the trial like the old warden trial like bro does do the cats just like spawn the rabbit thing like the rabbit foot and the rabbit like leather? Do they just drop it? I don't know. I normally don't get. Oh, I did not know that. No, but like also you have the old Warden trials and everything. They it also gives a bunch of like gold and iron, right? So like that's also like, oh, you need a gold and iron farm. Like, yeah, you do, but you can also you can offset it a little bit by getting some from the trial. Yeah, cause yeah, yeah. So, but so in order to get people to go mining, like there should be an incentive for people to mine, which is through the raw iron, raw gold. That would be good. Ooh, that gets me thinking. What if I could make like a spawner trial where like no, that might be a little bit out. Like what if I did like a spawner trial where the mob when it walks it like makes iron ore or something like that. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Oh, dude, I just got a brilliant idea. I could do like I could do like I could do like an item where it drops and when you consume it your entire inventory gets full of like emeralds or uh I need this. That's also that would be another good cool way of delivering loot is like I could build an item that when consumed drops loot into your inventory. Oh, that would be a good thing for like the small spawners where like it's like an egg and you consume it and then like it just gives you like an inventory full of gold or something or like an inventory full of emeralds. Yeah, no, I know, but like I'm saying like it's just it could like scale or something. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, like sort of like a subcategory of like loot items. Bro, I want people on the server, bro. I want them to try this stuff out. I mean, like I know we only have like two trials right now, but yeah, oh dude, yeah, collectibles so like you don't consume them. So like you could consume them for the loot, but you could also just not. You know what I mean? Like they're rare eggs, stuff like that. Yeah, no, yeah. Because like that's kind of also the other thing is like I feel like there should also be kind of like themes to items, you know? Like I don't want to like for example like the durability armor that I gave out, like I want that to be used for a specific reason, you know? Because yeah, I mean, I know like the Iron Wick armor is like technically invincible and stuff, but I don't know. I could make like silverfish like where the only armor that works for the silverfish is armor that has durability. Oh, that dude, that would be so diabolical. Like imagine someone's like, "Oh, let me use my indestructible armor that doesn't lose durability," and they just get one shot by a silverfish. Yeah, damn, bro. I gotta cook some stuff up. I think like the main things that I need to work on are I need to work on the vampire boss, like the basement, because I'll probably only do I probably only do like 3 or 4 mobs in that, so that shouldn't be that hard to do. And then probably I just have to figure out the mechanisms for like the wicks, and then also add the wick storage, and then put caps on wicks. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to do because it gets easier, right? And especially because the larger trial, like, bro, like, bro, you gotta like, if you can, bro, throw me some more builds. Like the spire is good. I just like I gotta edit the I want to edit the top floors a little bit more because I just it needs to be a little bit wider. Bro, yeah, like how you say, don't feel rushed if you want to do like a build because I don't know how long it normally takes you to like make like a really nice build. Like if it takes you a month, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because like now that I have like the code infrastructure. Yeah, no, dude. That's honestly like the perfect build. Like a build that's like enclosed, you know what I mean? Like because like the old warden one is like it's kind of open. You know what I mean? So like mobs can kind of go everywhere and you have to like sometimes you have to like chase them down a little bit. But like sort of builds that are larger but enclosed. I feel like those type of builds would be good. But like dude, if you want to make a build, like you don't have to, right? Because there's still a lot of stuff that I have to do. But if you want to make a build, do like take your time on them. You know what I mean? Like take like a month or two or however long. Like don't feel rushed to produce something. You know what I mean? Like it took me what like 3 weeks to build the trial or something. Like to kind of like get from the bottom up. Like it took me a while. It took a couple of testing rounds. So like I don't care about like time, so to speak. It's because then I can do like other things as well. Bro, so dude, it's never gonna happen, dude. It's never gonna happen. Because the problem is like not only is it fun to build the trials, but on the flip side is like once you build something, it's like I get a whole bunch of new ideas. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you want to do like an underwater trial? It's like, okay, well, that's gonna fucking take forever. Or right? And then like once you build that, like, because when I was building the old warden trials, like I kind of want like items in it that like lead to other trials. So it's like if I build one trial, I add an item that leads to another trial. So it's like continuously leading, like going up and up, further and further. But yeah, I also think like the main thing is like the cap. Adding an item that caps the wicks. That probably means I have to reset all the dude, that looks like you're petting the cat when you do that. That's kind of weird. Probably means I have to reset all the spawners. Shit. bro. Bro, because I'll tell you this, for example, like there's still an item that I haven't told you about that's in the trials. Like I don't think it'll ever drop, to be honest. Like you would have to like consistently farm the trials for like months. But like I like adding like little items like that are also kind of like cool. Where I like yeah, no, there's like a there's an item in there that like gives you some good shit. Let me put it that way. Oh, bro, by the way, Sobi, have you noticed recently that oh shit. Bro, wait, you didn't die, did you? Oh my god. Bro, by the way, have you noticed that Moss is all of a sudden on the server a lot more? I think Quinn or Foxy told him about the fact that we made a server. Because I'm still in the Discord server, and yeah, no, dude, but bro, this dude's about to kill all of us again. No, I saw that he made like a streaming schedule, and bro, did you not take any damage? That's crazy, dude. Yeah, but he made a screaming. One sec. Yeah. Sure.